Let me ask you something right out of the gate, Chiefs Kingdom. When was the last time you truly doubted the quarterback position in Kansas City? Not worried for a week. Not concerned about the cap. I'm talking about genuine, franchise-level fear. Because here's the reality, and it might sound bold to outsiders, but it's grounded in history, tape, and context. The Kansas City Chiefs do not have a quarterback problem. Not now. Not next season. And not for the foreseeable future. Here in Chiefs Kingdom, we've been spoiled. And I don't say that lightly. I say that as someone who lives and breathes Chiefs football, someone who remembers what this franchise was before stability, before dominance, before the word dynasty even entered the conversation. This team has known uncertainty. This city has known quarterback questions. But that era, it's gone. And it's gone because of one man wearing number 15. The news and discussion circling the league right now centers on Patrick Mahomes returning from the most serious injury of his career, an ACL tear that cut his season short. National voices are asking the predictable questions. Will he be the same? Can he bounce back? Is this the moment the Chiefs finally come back to the pack? From my perspective, those questions say more about how rare Mahomes is than about any real concern with his future. Let's get something straight. The Chiefs missing the playoffs for the first time since 2014 wasn't some referendum on Mahomes' greatness. It wasn't exposure. It wasn't decline. It was reality hitting a roster that was battered, stretched thin, and at times simply overmatched without its centerpiece. When Mahomes went down, the margin disappeared. Not because the backups failed, but because Mahomes is the margin. We saw flashes of competitiveness. We saw effort. But we also saw how limited this team becomes without its engine. That's not criticism, that's confirmation of value. And when analysts like John Kosko at Pro Football Focus say that any team in the NFL would still leap at the chance to build around Mahomes, even coming off an ACL injury, that's not hype. That's consensus. 2 MVPs. 3 Super Bowl rings. 3 Super Bowl MVPs. That resume doesn't vanish because of one injury. Especially not in the modern NFL, where recovery, conditioning, and surgical outcomes are better than ever. What Chiefs fans need to understand is this. Mahomes' greatness has never been rooted solely in athleticism. Yes, the arm angles are absurd. Yes, the improvisation defies logic. But his true edge, processing speed, creativity under pressure, leadership, the ability to elevate what's around him. Go back and watch the tape from recent years. Defenses have adjusted. They've played more too-high safety looks. They've forced patience. They've dared Kansas City to methodically move the ball. And even as the supporting cast fluctuated, even as explosive plays became harder to come by, Mahomes adapted. He didn't panic. He didn't force recklessness. He evolved. That's what elite quarterbacks do. And let's talk honestly about the roster context. This offense hasn't always given Mahomes ideal conditions. The departure of Eric Bieniemy after 2023 wasn't just a coaching footnote. That was the last season Mahomes eclipsed 4,000 passing yards. Since then, the numbers dipped. Not because the quarterback regressed, but because the ecosystem changed. Personnel, philosophy, continuity. The reunion with Bieniemy matters. Not as a magic fix, but as a recalibration. Scheme matters. Play sequencing matters. Situational awareness matters. And Mahomes, paired with a coordinator who understands how to maximize spacing, tempo, and rhythm, is still one of the most dangerous combinations in football. This is where Chiefs history matters. This franchise didn't become a powerhouse overnight. It's been shaped by eras. Len Dawson gave Kansas City credibility. Derek Thomas gave it identity. Tony Gonzalez gave it excellence. Andy Reid gave it structure. And Patrick Mahomes? He gave it inevitability. Super Bowl IV in 1969 put this franchise on the map. Super Bowl 54 in 2020 announced the new era. Super Bowls in 2023 and 2024 cemented it. This isn't accidental. This is sustained excellence built around a quarterback who defines modern football. And Mahomes doesn't operate in a vacuum. Travis Kelce, even as age becomes a talking point, remains one of the smartest players to ever put on a Chiefs uniform. His chemistry with Mahomes isn't just timing, it's trust. It's understanding leverage, coverage, and situational football. Kelce doesn't need to outrun defenders anymore. He outthinks them. Chris Jones continues to be the heartbeat of the defense. His ability to collapse the pocket changes how opposing quarterbacks play. Pressure up the middle disrupts everything. And when you pair that with Mahomes on the other side, the math becomes brutal for opponents. Isaiah Pacheco. He sets a tone. Physical. Relentless. He embodies the identity shift this offense has leaned into. Toughness over flash, consistency over chaos. That matters in January football. Strategically, this team knows who it is. Andy Reid's offense still stresses defenses horizontally and vertically. Red zone efficiency, that critical area inside the opponent's 20-yard line where games are decided, has always been about creativity and execution here. With Mahomes healthy, that advantage returns. Full stop. And let's not ignore the environment. Geha Field at Arrowhead Stadium isn't just a venue. It's a weapon. The noise. The energy. The Red Sea. Visiting quarterbacks feel it. False starts happen. Communication breaks down. That atmosphere amplifies Mahomes' edge, especially against rivals like the Raiders, Broncos, and Chargers, and against AFC heavyweights like the Bills and Bengals. Around Chiefs Kingdom, the sentiment is clear. Fans aren't panicking. They're waiting. They're expecting. Because expectation is the standard now. I've heard former players say it privately. I've heard analysts admit it on air. When Mahomes is on the field, Kansas City is never out of a game. Never out of a season. Never out of the Super Bowl conversation. Looking forward, there's reason to believe this next phase could be just as dangerous as the last. Young players developing. Draft additions injecting speed and versatility. Coaching continuity returning. And a quarterback coming back with something to prove, not to the league, but to himself. Will the road be easy? No. The AFC is loaded. Windows don't stay open forever. But as long as number 15 is under center, the Chiefs' window isn't closed. It's reinforced. So no, Chiefs Kingdom doesn't need to worry about the quarterback position. What we need to do is stay grounded, stay analytical, and stay ready. Because if history has taught us anything, it's this. When Patrick Mahomes is counted out, the league usually regrets it. This is Chiefs football. This is Chiefs culture. This is Chiefs Kingdom. Stay locked in, stay loud, and stay ready for what comes next.